Hello. Welcome to 365 Days Live with New. Welcome back. If this is your first time catching my live, let me know. Welcome to this series. And if you are returning, then welcome. Today, I am going to talk to you about embracing and owning your era. Okay, and I'm going to talk a little bit about my era right now, my phase in life, and also ask you to reflect on where you are in your life and how you can start to embrace and really own that aspect and that era in your life. So yeah, I want to always preface it by saying that my lives are really like a journal of what I am experiencing in real time as I am doing life and living life and learning and growing and sharing this with you. So the reason why for this topic tonight is because I noticed recently that I am in an era that is different than what I thought I would be or where I thought I would be, like just even 2 years ago or even 1 year ago. Right? And I am someone who finds it hard to let go of my past identities, to let go of what I have worked so hard, I guess, in a sense, to create and to become. And I remember when I was going through my coaching certification and I was with my peer mentor, Hannah. She is so amazing. And it was one of those sessions where she was coaching me. And I remember so distinctly and so clearly the problem the challenge that comes up for me. The aha moment that I had in that session was that I get really attached to my decisions and old identities. And that's because I put a lot of value and a lot of emphasis and a lot of attachment to those things that I commit to the decisions that I make. And so when my future self requires something different of me, it's so hard for me to surrender that attachment and try something new. And so I say that because, patterns come up and they show up just in different ways. And once you have navigated past one phase, one level, you're going to get to the next level, but similar challenges with different people with different phases in your life, but it might be the same, at the core essence of it, the same problem, the same challenge. And, in a sense, it's kind of like, what some of my mentors say is like, it's like a cosmic joke, right? Or like, you can also refer to it, or you might have heard it be shared as like, God has a sense of humor, that like, hey, we live life and we go through so many problems, but like at the root of them all is just one core or a few core wounds that we have played out in so many different ways, in so many different situations and different phases of our life. So mine is definitely letting go and releasing what was familiar to me and allowing myself to grow into that next version of myself. And so I am definitely in a phase of, okay, so there's multiple layers to this. Gotta make sure I breathe. Sometimes I get just like so caught up in like talking and sharing that I like forget to breathe. There's many layers to this because, of course, in a month I go through different phases because of my menstrual cycle, but I'm talking on top of that, the cycles or the phase of life that I'm really trying to embrace right now is the phase, and if you've been watching my most recent lives, you will know that I'm trying to embrace the phase of receiving and not working hard, not and not making, like, yeah, you can take mine. don't want to get distracted. I said I don't want to get distracted, but like, don't.
Sorry.
No worries. Love you.
Love you.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, the phase that I'm in. So the phase that I am in is the phase where I am receiving and allowing myself to receive, because I know that my world is a reflection, is a projection of what is inside of me. So I just know on a deep level that when I master the art of receiving and I don't have resistance to receiving from other people, then I also feel like it will be easier for me to see that receiving reflected in other people. So I see it in a couple of different ways. One is that like the better I am at receiving, the more I will receive, the more God will give to me, the more the universe is like, oh, she's open to receive, like let's send good things her way. Okay, so that's one of the ways that I see the benefits, or the benefits, the outcome of me improving my receiving relationship. And then there's another thing that I can think of in terms of like, if I get better at receiving, then I can also give more freely, in terms of not having that sense of scarcity. Because if I can enjoy and allow myself to receive, then I will know how much of a joy it is to give to others, and because I know that they will be able to receive it just in a similar way that I can receive, so what I'm trying to say is, because if I am having a hard time receiving right now and just being grateful and happy for the things that I am receiving, then I'm going to project that to other people, and I'm going to project and say and feel and assume that, hey, they are also awkward with receiving. They might not want and might not know what to do if I gifted them. So let me not put them in an awkward situation, and let me not give to them. So so that is the era that I am trying to embrace, and that comes with like the spoil myself era, where I am allowing myself to give to myself, right? Because when it comes to receiving, it's not just a matter of like waiting for other people to give to you. You need to start filling your own cup. You need to start doing little things that fill you up, that you are and that communicates to yourself that you care about you, and that you value yourself, and that it matters how well you can receive from yourself, right? It always goes back down to that relationship that you have with yourself, and the confidence, the trust. It all starts there. It starts with your relationship to yourself. And I know it sounds so simple, but like, it's so true. It's so true. Like, if you boil anything down, if you look at any situation, any challenges, any problems that people have, at the root of it all, it really depends on who that person is on the inside, at the deeper soul level. So why did I say all of that? Oh yeah. I am in my spoil myself era, and also the allowing life to be easy era. And like, I wasn't here, like, I haven't been here for a while. It has been a long time that I've been in this era. It literally like just started this year, like 2025. So like 3 months. Not even 2.5 months, almost 3 months. Yeah, so like, it's hard for me to let go of my old phase, my old identity of like, you gotta build a business and you gotta make sure it's successful. And my success metric was like making lots of money and having lots of clients and impacting many lives. And like, that was what was right for me at that time, and that was my desire, and that's what I wanted, and that was what I had energy for, and that was that. But again, that was my past, and that was the past version of me. And being able to embrace that and have compassion for that version of me, and then owning who I am now, owning that I am currently in a state where my sacral is responding to let life be easy, and not and not fight with what I sacredly desire. And I know I can feel it in my gut when I try to like force things or like work in my passion project, but my gut's just not feeling it. Like I can feel the resistance, and when I feel the resistance, I know that I am actually going against what my body desires to do now, what God, the universe, is guiding me towards right now. I'm fighting it, and that is why I feel that resistance, right? Like it just, to me, it just makes sense that when we don't feel good, that it's not right for us, right? Whether that is, and there's like so many layers to this, but like, because I know that there are things that, such as PTSD, like trauma, like your body can respond in certain ways because of your experience in the past. Something may feel to your body as though it's unsafe when in reality it's not. But that in and of itself is telling you something that, it's not safe for you because your body doesn't feel safe. Therefore, if you logically know that you're safe and your body just doesn't feel safe, then that is a sign, a communication from your body to yourself that, hey, we need to shine some light over here. We need to pay attention to this, and let's do it. Let's do this. Let's address this so that we can move forward, right? And so I do truly believe that when we learn to trust our body, listen to our body, and have that radical confidence and radical self-trust in the self, then there will be a lot more ease, a lot more movement even if it's not the type of movement that you desire, though that you, the human brain, wants. It is what is in the highest good and highest alignment for the path that, you are meant to be on. So I hope all of that makes sense. I'm really just sharing as it come to me. So so I just really want you to reflect on what era you are in, what phase you're in, or maybe what phase you were in, and compare it to where you are now, and just own the phase that you are in now, right? There is no benefit for us to be lingering from the past and trying to fit into the future and not really being able to like move forward. It's really easier for you to just own that, hey, this is where I'm at, this is what I'm working on, and I'm gonna try it. And if you try it and it doesn't work and it doesn't feel good, then you have data, you have information, you have knowledge, lived wisdom of whether you like it or not, and then you can pivot. You can move from that space of informed, from an informed place. Oh my God, I'm like trying to speak really fast, too fast. And sometimes I do this because it's like late and I'm like, I should be going to bed. Today has been a full day. And, but yeah, so again, making a decision, embracing who you are, embracing where you're at and owning it, and walk unapologetically with it is going to be so helpful. So I share that with you because I am also learning to do that for myself and take you along on the journey. So yeah, I hope that live hit you, and hit you in a spot where you needed it to hit. I don't even know if that's a thing. That's a saying, but I hope that resonated with you in some way, shape, or form. And if so, let me know in the comments what phase you are in and what you are ready to own about yourself and where you are at. But yeah, today I was starting to share. Today was a tax day. I did my taxes and I am done, but I haven't filed them yet. We were working on Robert's. He was working on his taxes as well, and unfortunately, we were not able to finish his. So, it's been a long day. So we were at his parents and we were working on taxes, and so yeah, he's gonna go back tomorrow. And I might go with him or I might not. I might, we have to do some, we have to do some cleaning. Have not used Little Helper to vacuum our place yet this past week, and, do some of the, the wonderful like house maintenance things, cleaning and stuff. So I might stay behind to do that so that we can get some of that done. Yeah, on Monday we usually try to get those things done. So yeah, that's what's ahead for tomorrow. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your night, day, morning, whenever you're watching this. And again, as always, share this with anybody. Tag them if you feel like this is what they need to hear about where they are in their phase in life. And if there's anybody that you know that needs a life coach, or not even need, like of course, if you need a life coach, you feel like you need someone to talk to, of course, you can also send them my way. But I really do desire to work with people who knows that they're ready for that next step, and they just want to have someone who sees and holds that vision with them, and who knows where they are going as well. It's just so important to have other people around you that have that vision, that have that like life, that perspective, that that vision for life, for a bigger, better life. And it's just so expansive. So I do call myself an expander. So if you know anybody who is looking for an expander, someone to talk to, you can send them my way. And other than that, I will see you tomorrow. All right.